Hello and welcome to another manga spotlight. This is The Hero Took Everything From Me, so I partied with the hero's mother. And as you can probably guess from that really long title, this is a isekai based off of a light novel series, and the title pretty much gives away what this story is going to be about. Only I would replace the word partied, and I would replace it with the word that starts with F and rhymes with duck. Yeah. I'm pretty sure seeing that erotica tag right there can kind of tell you what this is going to be about. So, let's just read the basic premise on Manga Dex. A young man wants to marry the mothers of the hero's party. As a member of the hero's party, Ceres, the main character, set out to defeat the Demon King, but one day he was suddenly dismissed by the hero and he had to leave the party. All alone, Ceres sought to find a domestic slave to take care of him. What he saw at the slave market was Miss Shizuko, the mother of the hero, sold as a slave? The unreasonably expelled young man's isekai mama harem is born. So, this is a isekai about our main character Ceres, who's in his 20s when this begins. He was in his 40s, though, in his previous life. He was in his 40s, he had a wife, he had a daughter. And so here he's reborn. He's reborn as like a 10-year-old. 10 years have passed. He's now 20. And he was a member of the hero's party. And the hero's party is basically just the hero and then three other young women and Ceres. And one day the hero pretty much says that like we don't need you around anymore. Like as of today, you're out of the party. And Ceres kind of thinks, oh, it's probably because he just wants the party to be nothing but him and a harem of women. But he's like, all right, that's fine. Like, I don't mind. Like, he kind of wants to live the peaceful life anyways. Like, he doesn't really like going around on adventures all that much. Or at least he didn't really seem to care about being a member of this party. He leaves. He doesn't want to put up a fight. He's like, well, why don't I just go like find someone who I can like spend my life with? Because in this world, things are kind of weird. Basically, this is the world of lolicons. So in this fantasy world, when you turn 17, when a woman turns 17, she's seen as old. And when a woman turns 30, men don't even see them as women anymore. So yeah, this is really messed up. So basically in this world, like men get involved with women under 17. By the time you're 17, you're seen as an old lady. By the time you're 30, you're not even seen as a woman anymore. You're not really even seen as a human. You're just kind of like cattle. So, really messed up. But our hero isn't one of these members because he still remembers his past life. And in his past life, he was in his 40s. And he had a wife. And he had a daughter who was like in the teenage stage. So he sees all these other young women, like they remind him too much of his daughter. Like he's like, this is just too weird for me. So he decides, okay, I'm going to go to the slave market. Why isekais have to have slave markets in every single story, I don't know. This is like one of those tropes that always just, I don't want to say makes me uncomfortable. It's just kind of weird. Like, okay, I guess we got slavery here. It's just kind of treated as normal. And then again, I guess it makes sense that, I mean, slavery was kind of treated normal back in the day. But whatever, that's kind of getting off topic. Anyway, he's going through and he's looking at all the different women that are inside here that he can purchase from. And then that's when he comes across Shizuko. And Shizuko is actually the mother of the hero that just booted him out of the party. And she also is the first person that Ceres ever fell in love with in this world since he's been reborn. Since he was part of the hero's party, like he was a member. I think he was like a member of the group since he was 10 or whatever. Like the group was formed like when they were young. So he's been aware of Shizuko since he was a child, and he like just fell in love with her at first sight. Because you still got to remember, he still has the mind of a 40-year-old man in his head. So yeah, he kind of goes after older ladies, and so he's like, well, now's the perfect time for me to like be with her. Because when he was young, he like wanted to marry Shizuko. And so he buys her. And she now becomes his slave. But he kind of treats her as a potential wife rather than as a girlfriend. Because he's in love with her. He fell in love with her as a small child, never stopped loving her. Turns out that her husband basically started like getting involved in drinking and, of course, going after young girls again. Because in this world, you're only seen as a woman if you're under 17. And so he decided to sell his wife because she's 30 now. She's no longer seen as a woman. Like, she's well past the age that men find attractive in this world. So he sold her. And so our main character, Ceres, he buys her and falls in love with her, asks her to be his wife. As you can probably see from that erotica tag that you saw earlier, there are a lot of scenes like that between Ceres and Shizuko. So yeah, what better way to get revenge on the hero than buying his mom and plowing her every day and every night. And so as the story progresses, he decides, okay, I'll continue being an adventurer. I'm not going to be like a hero, though. I don't need to go fight the Demon King or anything like that. I'll just do like little side quests and stuff, just enough to get by. And it turns out that Shizuko is very powerful. She was, I believe, a member of the hero, like the previous hero team. Like she is really good. I think she's like a kind of like every other isekai stories. There's, you know, the grades of adventurers with S being the top, and I believe Shizuko is like a grade A adventurer. And so they start going on adventures with each other, and then eventually, Ceres says, "Why don't we go get the other previous members of my squad, who all turn out to be mothers of the other heroes that Ceres was involved with?" So, as I said in the beginning, Ceres was in the hero squad. It was with one male hero, and then it was with 3 other girls, and then Ceres. So Shizuko is the mother of the hero, and then there's 3 other mothers who are the mothers of the 3 other girls. And so Shizuko's like, why don't we get them involved? Because, you know, they were members of the squad that I was involved with when I was younger. We made a promise that we would always be happy together. I doubt they're happy now because, like me, they're in their 30s. They're probably not seen as women anymore. They might be slaves. They might just have like husbands who sleep around with younger women or anything like that. Let's just go get them. So then our main character starts building up a harem that consists of all the mothers of the squad that he was kicked out of. And that's kind of how he gets his revenge, by plowing their mothers. And yeah, this isn't like a revenge story. Like there's other like revenge isekais where like the hero's just, that's all he can focus on is revenge. No, instead this is just a hero who he just wants to spend it with mature women because that's his fetish. And it just so happens that the mature women that he wants to spend his time with happens to be the mothers of the squad that kicked him out. So he's like, well, I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. I can get a bunch of mature women that I can plow, and at the same time, they're all mothers of the squad that kicked me out. So that's basically what this story is. It's about our main character getting kicked out of the hero squad and getting revenge by plowing their mothers. And there you go. There's the hero took everything from me, so I partied with the hero's mother. Like I said before, changed that word partied to a word that starts with F and rhymes with duck. And instead of hero's mother, it should be hero squad's mothers. But other than that, the title basically tells you exactly what you're getting. Our main character gets revenge by plowing the mothers of the squad that kicked him out. And there you go. So as for the writing itself, it's just basic copy pasta isekai stories. Like it's just the average stuff you've seen in every other isekai. It doesn't do anything different or unique. The only like thing that sets it apart from all the other isekai fodder is just the fact that the harem consists of mothers. That's pretty much it. So yeah, if you want to read something like that, there you go. As I said before, like eventually, like not even, it doesn't even take that long. It's only like a couple of chapters in. He's already like, we're getting some detailed scenes of him, quote unquote, partying with the mothers. And yeah, the scenes are basically borderline hentai. So there you go, if you're interested in that as well, if you're a degenerate like me. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. Pretty much, like, if I haven't sold you by like the first few sentences, I don't know what else will. If you want to read a basic paint by numbers isekai story, but with a lot of sex scenes involving mature women, here you go. This is a series for you, you degenerate. I hope you enjoy it. Later. So what'd you guys think of that video? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell for a notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.